Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Dennis and welcome back to 1 Year 365, and this will be part 2 out of 7 parts of Mythical Creature, and this is the second, I guess, mythical creature that we will discuss, and it will be Bigfoot. And previously we talked about dragon, and that's pretty much it. Actually, I changed the topic like literally last second before I recorded this one. It was supposed to be Yeti. However, I remember about Bigfoot. Not remember, but more like I feel like Bigfoot is more interesting to be talked. So yeah, that will be the discussion for today. Anyway, if if in the future we will come back to this again, then I will just yeah, I will just gonna, if there's part two, then I probably will discuss about Yeti in the future. However, this one I'm just going to discuss about this one. Also, by the way, if you if you like to do like detective and stuff, as you can see at the top right corner, the time is actually 4 p.m. Usually I've recorded this series like in one go, meaning that if you finish watching the first part and then continue the second part and then third part, fourth part, etc., etc., you will see that the clock at here at the top right corner, um, it will form like continuity pretty much like yeah, like literally recorded one after the other and stuff like that. However, previous one I recorded at 12 p.m. I believe, and yeah, I ended at 12:30 I believe. I kind of forgot actually, but yeah, yeah, I think so actually. However, after the, well, mid recording that, I felt like I don't know, like what it's called. Like I felt so sleepy for some reason, and I just yeah, I cannot, I couldn't like continue, and I just took a sleep, took a nap, and yeah, I just woke up now. I just ate my lunch, pretty much. I haven't eaten anything, so yeah, I just ate and grabbed my phone, search for this topic, and just press record it, and now here we are. Anyway, let's just jump into it because it's already been 3 or 4 minutes. But yeah, Bigfoot, also commonly referred to as Sasquatch, is a purported ape-like creature said to inhabit the forests of North America. Many dubious articles have been offered in attempts to prove the existence of Bigfoot, including anecdotal claims of sightings, as well as alleged video and audio recordings, photographs, and casts of large footprints. Some are known or admitted hoaxes. Well, yeah, obviously, we'll talk about that as well after this. Tales of wild, hairy humanoids exist throughout the world, and such creatures appear in the folklore of North America, including the mythologies of indigenous people. Bigfoot is an icon within the fringe subculture of cryptozoology and an enduring element of popular culture. Okay, here we go. This is the picture. Bigfoot, frame 352 of the Patterson Gimlin film, alleged to depict a female Bigfoot. Okay, I don't know how you differentiate male and female. Maybe from the way they walk, maybe from like their posture, or maybe from their characteristics. Probably if it's female, then maybe it has what is it, like the like the thing, and if it's male, you probably will see the thing as well. So I don't know if that's the way you determine whether or not they are male or female, but yeah. Anyway, so that's the Bigfoot. Okay, so let's. I'm going to talk about this one as well. Like, is this actually real or not? Me, in my opinion, I feel like. Okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing that is a fact first. North America or the U.S. or Canada in general is such a big country, such a big country. Like literally half of, well, not really half, but more like one third of North America is Canada. One third of North America is, U.S. and that's actually like a massive amount of land. And um, I live in a I live in Southeast Asia in a country where like if you didn't need to do that, if you want to if you walk for like literally 5 steps or 10 steps away, you will find another human. However, in America, it's not like that, which is kinda like mind blowing when the first time I've seen how life goes in America. Like literally, like you have spaces, you have like so many unused land, which is kind of insane considering that the U.S. is one of the most populous country in the world as well. However, that got like what is it like? It got what's it called again? Like it got balanced by the massive amount of lands. And why am I talking about that? Well, if the like let's think about it this way: if the suburban area or the countryside area is not as populous, like compared to like the the countryside in, let's say, my country, and that's still location with civilization. However, if you think about it, if those area is not even full, or it's not compacted with human houses and residents and stuff, let's think about what's gonna happen with the wild forests. And yeah, even in my country, the forests, well, not really that big. I don't think so, compared to the ones in America, obviously. And even in the forest area, you kind of can see some locals' houses as well, like nearby the entry of the forest. However, in the North America, I I noticed that like the forests area is like acres of or miles away. Like yeah, it can stretch like so wide. It can pretty much like across when goes across the whole country. Well, not really the whole, but still the states at least. And yeah, it's kind of insane, especially in the mountains area as well. I think to the north. I'm not great about U.S. geography. I might actually have to learn about that in the future as well. So like the mountainous area or the hills area, and after that covered with again miles and miles away of forests. Things like this, I would say, might as well be true, just because again, let's think about it. There is so wide area inhabited, I mean not habited, or not lived by human at all, and just far away from cities, far away from, yeah, like noises, far away from city lights and stuff like that. It's so natural that some creatures or something might as well just live there, and you never know about it. That's like the interesting part about it. And yeah, I feel like this might be true. However, it's probably also not. Um, okay, the reason why I said that is because I also think about like, if they exist, they, like obviously they don't just live in ones, like live alone. Because if they just live alone, then once once that Bigfoot dies, then they extinct. Um, Meaning that to continue their what is it like species, they would have to be able to breed. And here's the interesting part as well: if you breed, you will make or create a herd. And the thing about that is that a herd of this kind of animal, they will live together, and at one point they will eventually make enough noises or enough appearance that human will eventually notice, like aerial view, or just people that are hiking in general, like they heard voices and stuff like that, or sounds. So it might be so, yeah. Also, since this is like literally over here, it's like ape-like creature, I think. Oh yeah, this one, ape-like creature. One of the interesting thing as well is that, it might as well just be gorillas, if you think about it, like just gorillas, and one of them just start, walking like this. Because why not? I mean, they are like big animals as well. Maybe they are just tired of walking with their, like hands touching the ground as well. Might as well just walk straight up, like relax. Especially when there's no threat around you as well. So you can just walk, stand up, like relaxed. So yeah, there's that. Um, hmm. Again, like I feel like at one point though, if I feel like like they're just living things. Once they breathe, they will continue to breathe, and there's nothing to stop them to from breathing. Especially when they're driven with their inner beast. What is it like? Inner beasts. Um, instinct to do, what I mean. That just will create more of them, and again, like I said, at some point I feel like they will eventually get revealed. So yeah, this is where things might get I feel like it's logically not possible for them to exist, but you know at the same time I feel like it might as well just be, just because how wide it is, the forests area. And yeah, okay, so there's that. Well, just told myself about what is it like? How is it possible if it does exist, or how is it impossible if it doesn't exist? And yeah, that's just pretty much what I thought. Let's continue then. Other names, Sasquatch. Other names. Okay. Country, Canada, U.S. Yep, just like I said. Region, North America. Um, I think there is also in the snowy area as well, if I remember correctly. Like snowy forests. I think. I've seen something like that as well. Oh, that's Yeti actually. Okay, so never mind. Well, Yeti is kinda in the yeah. I mean, the Yeti is more like in the icy or snowy, biome. Not really in the dry forests area, but yeah. Um, okay. The majority of mainstream scientists have historically discounted the existence of Bigfoot, considering it to be the result of a combination of folklore, misidentification, and hoax rather than a living animal. Folklorists trace the phenomenon of Bigfoot to a combination of factors and sources including indigenous cultures, the European wild man figure, and folk tales. Wishful thinking, a cultural increase in environmental concerns, and overall societal awareness of the subject have been cited as additional factors. Yeah, like the more people talking about it, the more you're curious, like if it actually exists or not. So yeah, other creatures of relatively similar descriptions are alleged to inhabit various regions throughout the world, such as the skunk ape of the southeastern U.S., the almas, Iran, and Yeti in Asia. Yeah, this one. I've actually searched about Yeti, but I just changed subject last seconds, literally, because uh, I feel like Bigfoot is more interesting to be talk. Well, Yeti is kind of the same thing, but like yeah, just wait in the future if I want to come back to this one or not. And the Australian Yowie, all of which, like Bigfoot, aren't great in the cultures of their regions. Yeah, pretty much it's like um, a primate that live in the forestry area, or snowy area. So yeah. Also big as well, by the way. Description. Okay. Sassy the Sasquatch, roadside attraction statue in the Garden of the Gods, wilderness within the Shawnee National Forest in Hero, Illinois. Okay. Um, mm, Bigfoot is most often described as a large, muscular, and bipedal ape-like creature covered in black, dark brown, or dark reddish hair. Anecdotal descriptions estimate a height of roughly 1.8 to 2.7 meters, 6 to 9 feet, with some descriptions having The creature standing as tall as 3 to 4, 6 meters, 10 to 15 feet. Some alleged observations describe Bigfoot as more man-like, with reports of a human-like face. In 1971, multiple people in the Dallas, Oregon, filed a police report describing an overgrown ape, and one of the men claimed to have sighted the creature in the scope of his rifle, but could not bring himself to shoot it because it looked more human than animal. Yeah, I guess. I mean, let's think about it this way though. If you're in the hunting ground and you thought that it's big, it's hairy, I guess if I'm in the position, I probably will not shoot. Uh, Also, because again, I'm not sure if that's human or not. Well, that probably makes sense. So, yeah, I guess they make the right choice actually. So, okay. Common descriptions also include broad shoulders, no visible neck. Although, if you think about it, you can just shoot not the little part, like you can shoot the legs actually. So if it's actually human, though you don't actually straight up killing them. You just I guess it's just what is it called, like in like a um you take down because yeah, you just take down. You don't actually kill. So if you think about it, especially when you're a hunter as well. Um, this one, yeah, with rifle, I feel like these are hunters people, and yeah, I feel like they should know about this one. You cannot, like the options is not fully kill and not fully kill. I mean, fully kill or letting them alive. That's not the only option. You can also shoot, but without actually, giving serious injuries. You just pretty much just, I don't know, like take them down, like maybe shoot their legs, or again, like if you're hunters anyway, you probably have like sedated, what is it, like sedated sedation bullets. So why don't you use that? So yeah, there's so many questions here, especially when they are hunters. um I feel like they should have known about this stuff better than me. So yeah, I feel like this might as well be some kind of hoaxes. Maybe they did something illegal, and then to cover them up, they just made up excuses that they, just said that there is this creature, just to make up the story or cover story. So, that can happen. So yeah, I mean, I'm not really talking about these specific people specifically. I'm not making accusation, but if you think about it, you can. So yeah. Michael Rock, owner of the Bigfoot Discovery Museum in North California, claims to have smelled Bigfoot, stating, "Imagine a skunk that had rolled around in dead animals and had hung around the garbage pits." Okay, that's I can imagine how smelly that is. Okay. The enormous footprints for which the creature is named are claimed to be as large as 610 millimeters, 24-inch long, and 200 millimeters or 8-inch wide. Some footprint casts have also contained claw marks, making it likely that they came from unknown animals such as bears, which have 5 toes and claws. Yeah, it can also be other footprints. That's what it's trying to say. In this case, might as well be bears. So that's possible. So yeah. History. Oh, okay. A reproduction of the petroglyphs at Painted Rock. Okay. There's that. Kind of creepy if you ask me. Okay. Uh, my nose is so itching now. I feel like I want to, what is it called again? Like sneeze, but I need to build up momentum for that. Um, Ecologists argues that most cultures have accounts of human-like giants in their folk history, expressing a need for some larger-than-life creature. Okay. Um, so because of that, people just make up stories that kind of still make sense as well. But if you think about it as well, back then there's no internet, so how do people know that other countries also have this kind of folklore, right? So yeah, I feel like that's probably not the case here. So yeah. Mm, Origin of the Bigfoot name. Let me guess. I think it's because of the um, the footprints that are big, maybe because big footprints, Bigfoot. So Bigfoot. So yeah, maybe. Um, but let's see here. Logging company bulldozer operating discovered a set of large human-like footprints. Yeah, well, that's so unsurprising because of the name. Other historic uses of Bigfoot. Okay, article describing a giant grizzly bear named Bigfoot. Okay, well, yeah, that makes sense as well. You can just name a bear Bigfoot because well, bear actually has big foot or big feet, so that makes sense still. Sightings, okay. According to Life Science, there have been over 10,000 reported Bigfoot sightings in the continental US. About one third all claims sightings are located in the Pacific Northwest, with the remaining reports spread throughout the rest of North America. Well, I mean, it's obvious if it's in Northwest America because I think the mountain or the forest area is at the northern side of America anyway. You will not you will not find these reports in East Coast or West Coast. You don't. I don't think so. So yeah, there's that. Hmm. Sightings predominantly occur in the northwestern region of Washington, Oregon, Northern California, and British Columbia. Okay. Regional and other names. Bigfoot carving at the Crystal Creek Reservoir in Colorado. Okay. What else here? Alleged behavior. Okay. Um, some Bigfoot researchers allege that Bigfoot throws rocks as territorial displays and for communication. Okay. There's that. I guess it's what they're doing pretty much. Yeah, like the alleged behavior, like what they do, and then alleged vocalization. Maybe they're like this one, howl, screams, moans, grunts, whistle, or just like voices or sounds. Um, Alleged encounters. Yeah, it's just people. I guess it's just like having encountered this thing, but they I don't know, like they don't know how to prove that, or they don't bring a camera or something like that. Proposed explanation. Okay, black bear showcasing its ability to sit in human-like fashion. Okay, black bear, that makes sense as well because it's closer to that, although it's kind of different from the picture anyway. Misidentification. Okay, here we go. The photo of an unidentified creature captured on a trail camera. Okay. Bears. Mainstream scientists theorize that American black bears are likely culprit for most Bigfoot sightings. Yeah, I mean it makes sense as well. Escaped apes. Okay. Well, in that case, they will need to do some research or investigation to local like zoo or national park probably like just so that they can list their animals and see if it's actually escaped or not. And then humans, well, I mean the thing about this is that it's you know for one, what if it's in a weird place like in the forest area, will you actually see human there? I i doubt, maybe, but I kind of doubt. So maybe it's not human if you think about it. Also, like if it is human, then like who in their insane mind like just walking alone in the forests area? That's kind of dumb, honestly. So well, unless they are like actually forest human or something, but I feel like they won't survive. Like how will they get food? How will they get health medication and stuff like that? How do they get water, food? Food is more like the most thing, and then their supplies as well. So no, uh, I feel like it's unlikely that's actually human that lives in forests because, again, I feel like nowadays in the current society, it's difficult to live alone in the forest than back then. If you live in the forest back then in the caveman area, like you will at least have your herd. You will be with someone else or some other people, so you're not alone. But since this is alone, it's unlikely that they will survive. So yeah. Pareidolia, I don't know what that means. may explain Bigfoot sightings, specifically the tendency to observe human-like faces and figures within the natural environment. Ah, okay. I think I've seen stuff like this. Like it's like when you just see human faces in things, which is, might be a thing as well that contributes. Hoaxes, okay. There's that. I guess it's just explain about all the hoaxes, and I think that's pretty much it, though. I feel like at the end of the day, is it like true or not? I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's actually a thing. Maybe it's not. I'm kind of torn in between two. Actually, it might be possible just because how wide it is, the forest area in the North America. However, in the second thought, it's not possible because again, like they're not living by themselves, and if it's either they live by themselves and die and extinct, or they live in like herds. Well, not really in herds, but more like live in couple, and live in couple mean baby, and then herd, and meaning it will most likely to be refilled, by their crowdy noises and stuff like that. People would have noticed, but no. So there's that if you think about it. So yeah. Anyway, that'll be it for this one. I hope you guys enjoy it. Yeah, if you enjoy it, make sure to subscribe or just leave a like. I don't know. You do you. I mean, it's your thing anyway. But yeah. Anyways, that's just the I will see you again tomorrow with another discussion in part 3 of Mythical Creature. But until then, see ya.